talking about unshakable hope. What will the world look like if you and I lost hope? Well, hope is what gets us going in difficult times. Hope is what paints a good picture of the future. It gives us something to look forward to. Better still, what does it feel like, or what would it feel like if we came to the place where our hope became unshakable? Talking about unshakable hope, I took the liberty of checking the dictionary about what, to get a definition of what hope means. Well, the dictionary defines hope as an expectation or a desire that something particular happens in the future. So it's something that keeps us going. Now, how can we come to the place of unshakable hope? Before I, mention that, I'll give us a scenario that we might be familiar with. So say, for example, you have friend A and friend B. Friend A is totally unreliable. If they said good afternoon, you would have to look out the window to see that it was actually noon. And on the other hand, you have friend B, and friend B to be reliable. When they say something, they actually mean it and they do what they say. So a day comes along and there's something you need really, really important, and you go to friend A. You ask friend A and friend B exactly the same thing. For friend A, you go to friend A and say, I need so and so, such and such to be done. Friend A tells you, yeah, I've got you. I'm going to be there. I'll deliver what you've said, so on and so forth. I can assure you, you wouldn't leave that place very confident because, friend A they don't really keep to what they say. On the other hand, you go to friend B, who you know to be very reliable. Ask them the same thing. And they're like, okay, I'll be there right on time. Just tell me when, so on and so forth. Well, you'd leave the conversation with friend B slightly more confident. Why? Because you know that they're reliable. Now, what does this have to do with unshakable hope? There's a portion in the Bible, Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 23. And that portion of scripture says something. It says, let us be unwavering with regards to the hope that we profess, because he who has promised is faithful. Now, this is talking about God. And what that portion of scripture is saying is that God is faithful. And if I use the analogy from, a couple of minutes ago about friend A and friend B, God is like friend B who is reliable. And what the Bible tells us is that God is faithful. So what does this have to do with unshakable hope? Well, we can begin to experience hope that is unshakable. I would say based on a number of things. I'll just mention two things. Well, the first is having God as the underlying basis for our hope. That is, God being the source of what we're hoping for. And the second thing that can bring us to the place of unshakable hope is also realizing and knowing that God is really faithful. What I mean by that is having confidence in the character of God, like the analogy I gave about friend A and friend B. So, just in summary, what this is saying, or what I'm just trying to say, is that we can begin to experience unwavering hope. One, as our hope is based on God and His Word, and also realizing that it is the character of God that He is faithful. And as we combine this to place our hopes in God and realize the character or the faithfulness of God, then we begin to experience unwavering hope.